Morning. If you couldn't tell already, I just woke up. I feel very well rested. Almost a little rebirth. It's like I got new skin overnight. I feel great. But I do want to talk about something that I've been struggling with a bit. As a natural creative and wanting to have a career within the creative field of some sort, I really find myself going in this continuous cycle of finding something new that's creative that I really like, that I get really excited about. I get a lot of adrenaline around it. I think, yeah, this is going to be my thing that I want to do as a career. I stick with it maybe for a month and then it just dies because I don't have that adrenaline anymore. And I've been through that cycle so many times, it's exhausting. It is extremely exhausting because it's kind of like naturally as a person in their 20s trying to figure out what you want to do. Obviously, like that's your main purpose, is finding what your purpose is and what you want to do. So to constantly be like, oh my god, is this, oh no, it's, like it's like that thing on a loop. It's infuriating because it just constantly feels like I'm going back to square one. I don't really feel like I can trust myself really, but I also restrict myself because of this, like, see this pattern forming. I'm instantly just like, with a new creative hobby, the minute I have something new that's creative, instantly just tell myself that, oh, it's gonna die soon. It's just like the adrenaline of having something new that's creative, that's fun. And that's it. But I'm also just like, another part of me also struggles with, and I think, well, to be fair, that's probably what makes my hobbies die. This whole cycle repeating, because I feel like the minute I go into a state where I'm like, oh, I can actually do this as a job, everything dies with it, because I then naturally put myself into a state of embodying this identity of everything that I know about it. And then I switch my process of enjoying whatever the thing that I'm doing into, is this any good? How can I make money from it? How can I be different than everyone else within this field doing the same thing? Like it all shifts from my inner child to my inner manager. And your inner child cannot play when the inner manager is there with a fucking clipboard, checking everything that you're doing, making sure that everything is right. And I imagine that's what this whole process is, but I really don't know how to get the fuck out of it. I really don't. And it's really frustrating because it feels like I'm gradually starting to run out of things that I really enjoy. Like actually genuinely enjoy, that I would want to potentially pursue as a career. And I've just discovered that I actually really like music, and I have this music project in my mind that I'm really, really, really excited about, that I really want to bring to life. I'm thinking that it's like, if I get such a deep emotional feeling from the ideas of this being potentially a thing and it all coming together. Like I feel it so deeply, and I was just like, if I'm able to make music like this and perform this like on a regular, I think I would be so beyond fulfilled with myself, because my main aim and like my longing is for like a really deep human connection. A really, really deep human connection. Whether it's between two people or whether it's just creating something that evokes a deep rooted feeling in another person. Like that is what I long for so bad, and I realized that recently. And I would love to go into this music thing and make these songs, like not necessarily be some kind of like massive mainstream musician or something like that, but I would love to create this in a way that evokes the same feeling that I have in other people. And this is like so precious to me, and I feel like I want to approach this so carefully, because I don't want to kill it. I don't want to kill it. But I really don't know how to get out of my own head and allow myself to be ambitious and to strive and to create the things that I like without having this voice in the back of my head that it's like, you need to monetize this, you need to get this out ASAP, you need to do this, you need to do that, da 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 da. And I know that a lot of it is fueled by a lot of hustle culture and like the things that we see on the internet, particularly on TikTok. Like hustle culture was massive. Like, it still is, but I remember, like, that period of time where it's, like, everyone was, like, trying to monetize every single thing that they can because everyone was just, like, you need to make a business. You need to make a business. Everyone needs to make a fucking business. And I'm like, I don't want to make a fucking business. I don't care. Like, but I had a phase where I really was, like, I mean, it always kind of fueled by, like, scarcity mindset heavily. And I know that's definitely a part of me that I really need to heal, because I think the minute I stop running after, because it's more the aspect of stability, I think. But scarcity mindset also translates to a lot of different areas of your life as well. Like, because I realized that the other day I'm not only scarce with my money and scared that I'm going to run out of money and I'm going to be homeless and I'm not going to be able to support myself and I'm going to have to slave away in a 9 to 5 that I absolutely hate. Like, it's not only that fuels my scarcity mindset, but it also translates into a lot of other things that I'm just like, I feel like everything is going to be taken away from me, and particularly in terms of opportunities. I feel like social media really makes you feel, because you're exposed to so many people doing a lot of great things, but also just kind of puts you in this mindset of like, the only time to do the thing you want to do is now. Like, this is the only time you can do this. And it puts you in a state that it's like, you feel like you have to rush this because the opportunity is going to be lost. Like, you're going to lose that little brief window of where you can actually do the thing that you want. And then this opportunity will never come again. You'll be unsuccessful. You're going to live the exact life you've been avoiding this whole time. And it's all going to go to shit. And I really realized this recently. I'm not too sure why, but I just kind of had like, I found like, it's just like going through like a whole like spiritual journey. To be fair, I am on week 6 of The Artist's Way. Sorry, I feel like I keep bringing up The Artist's Way in my videos. It's because it's so relevant. It's so relevant to this creative journey that I'm going through. It's great. But like, really, I want to try and phrase this in a way that's actually like helpful, because I feel like it's a lot easier for me to say this because I'm in it already. Like, I'm already kind of starting to believe it. So I want to try and phrase it in a way that it's like, if someone is still heavily in that state of, no, there's only, like, this is the only thing for me, there's no other opportunities for me, like, how to actually make it helpful. But you really do have to wrap your head around the fact that the world is so impeccably abundant. It is so abundant. There is a slice for everyone. There is a slice for everyone in every single possible field that they would potentially want to go into. There is a slice for everyone. But I'm also a big believer of, and I think, to be fair, that actually helps a bit with like reflecting on my life. And like, just because things didn't go the way you wanted them to go, that doesn't mean it's a bad thing, and that doesn't mean that better things are coming. Because a lot of the time, and I'm a big believer of everything happens for a reason, and I deeply believe that it's like, I wasn't meant to get this thing because it needs to make up room for this other thing that is much more better suited for me and more perfect for me. And I do this all the time, and I just like, I think back to like times in my life where I, like, some of the best things in my life would have never happened if I didn't miss out on something. Like, the thing that I was sure was gonna be like my end game, if that didn't die, if that didn't have to come to an end, I wouldn't have experienced this thing that is like, don't see my life without it now. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to think of an example. For example, if I didn't have the like friendship fallout that I had, it would have never motivated me to move to a different city and therefore meet my first love, which I cannot envision my life without now. Or for example, it's on a minor scale, but it's still very impactful. Like, it's like, if I didn't miss the bus and didn't have to wait another 35 minutes for it, I would have never explored the area in which the bus stop was in and realized that, oh my god, I think I just found my new favorite spot. Like, the scale can be teeny tiny or massive, but the formula still applies. And I'm a big believer in that, and I think having that, I think, allows you to put a lot more trust in the universe, that it's just like actually believing that it's like, there is so many opportunities available for you, specifically for you, and just realizing you're never going to run out of things. And I realized like my scarcity mindset fueled me so bad. Like, it will be even in the aspects of food. Like, I'm so scared of food running out. It will apply to my friendships, and it'll be like, it's partly people pleasing but also scarcity mindset. Like, I also have some like deep rooted abandonment issues as well, so I'm just like, I cling onto everything in my life, and I was just like, anytime my friend says like, oh, do you want to hang out or something, and she's like, even though I'm exhausted and I have a lot of things to do, I will say yes, I'll come and see you, because I'm scared of losing them. It's really like embedded in my life, and it's the thing that fuels my sense of feeling behind, feeling like I have to rush things, not allowing myself to be present, because it's constantly, they're just like, oh my god, it's gonna run out, it's gonna run out, it's gonna run out, this is gonna run out in a minute. And it's just like, yeah, like living that type of life makes you very anxious, and it translates to every aspect of your life eventually. So I think really getting with that and like actually allowing something. I think that's also like, it's not even getting into a mindset that it's just like, oh, you're never gonna miss out on things, or you're never gonna lose things. I don't think it's about the aspect of switching that mindset. I think it's being okay with things, with losing things, and having a better relationship with it, because it doesn't, you're not really fueled by fear, you're more fueled by just how you feel and by choice, and doing things because you want to, because you're not scared. If you lose it, if you don't, I mean, it's great if I could have it, but if I lose it, it's fine, it's not a big deal. Like at my workplace, what, like, we do foods, and at the, like, if there's anything left over, we can like box up some of the food to take home with us, and I'm like constantly just like, oh my god, what if there isn't enough chicken for me to take home? And I'm like, I get like proper like anxious, and I'm like proper aggy, like they're just like, I want chicken to take home, I want chicken to take home with me. And I was just like, oh my god, girl, relax. It's not like you're never gonna have chicken again. They do this set meal multiple times a week. I promise you, you are good. But it does impact you though. Like, it seems on such a minor scale, but it really does impact you on a much deeper level. But yeah, like the initial thing I started talking about, like I really want to approach music and poetry, because like music and poetry are the things I feel so deeply. I've never felt anything this deeply, or like a desire. Poetry, I've never been able to express myself with anything this accurately. And music, I've never had a deep-rooted sense of creating something. And it's like, I want to be able to just allow myself to enjoy the process of making it, and just allowing myself to be in my own bubble rather than the bubble that other people create for me, because I put myself in the shoes of having this specific identity and this is what musicians should do, or the aspect of like how other people will perceive it and stuff like that. Like, I really want to get out of my head, but it's so hard when it's so deeply embedded in you, like so embedded in you. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try and do this for a month. I don't know if I'll be able to, but I'm gonna try and do at least a week, preferably 2, best case scenario a month, of just not going on my phone and not going on social media. Because I think just seeing a lot of successful musicians on my For You page is very damaging for me, which I really, for a while, I hated myself for it, because it's just like, oh no, you shouldn't be intimidated by other musicians, just be inspired, and like should be seen as a good thing. But it's like, but no, I have low self-esteem. I am gonna look at everyone as competition. And it's like, it's just like, yeah, I should be, but I'm not. And it like, it impacts me. And I just want to see how I enjoy things when they're actually just my own to enjoy. I'm also really debating booking like a nice Airbnb flat for like a day or something like that. Ideally maybe a couple of days, but they're kind of spenny, I can't lie. Maybe for like a day, to have a new environment to be creative in. I think that will help a lot, because I'm in here 90% of the time, and I love it here. I love where I live. It's great. But I feel like when I kind of do everything here, it's a little bit harder for me to just kind of clear my head. So we'll see. Maybe I'll go to a different city where it's like a work cafe or something, just like an open space, and just do my work there. Maybe try and feel a bit inspired. I don't know, but I'm just gonna try and let my thoughts and my feelings be on their own for a bit, and then hopefully that those new feelings and emotions and everything will hopefully be embedded in me, and I can like condition myself to have that as like my priority and the primary feelings that I rule everything else by, and then hopefully replace everything that this thing has been drilling into my head. Yeah, I feel good about it. I feel excited about it. I think it'll be great, but yeah. It's jarring. It's really, really jarring. Because I was like, can I just enjoy my life through my own eyes, through my own experience, through just me. Because it's so fun. Like, I've had a, like, because I think that's what kind of the experience of flow is for me, is like actually experiencing things in my own body. Because now, like, I realized this, and I read it somewhere, it might have been in The Artist's Way, where it's just like, when you don't live authentically and you don't live by your own feelings, it feels like an out-of-body experience. And I didn't understand that for a while, because that was literally my natural state. And then when I actually tapped into the things that make me feel excited, that makes me feel joy, that I actually want to do, like letting myself be instinctive, spontaneous, that's when I was like, oh, okay, I get what you mean now. I just want to allow that to be my constant state, and to just freely create as I want to, and not rush things, and not feel like anything has to be a certain way, but not feeling like I also need to be stuck to like a certain version of the thing that I'm trying to become. Like, initially, yes, I want to be a musician, but at the end of the day, it's not a new identity of mine. It's an extension of me, and it's an extension of my expression. So I just need to like really drill that into my head, and yeah. But I'm feeling good about it. I feel like gradually I'm starting to, well, firstly be more instinctive of my feelings. Like, you know, the like slight shifts in you, almost just like on a spiritual level, just like shifts. Like, nothing has actually changed, but all of a sudden you're just like, this feels wrong. Or like this sort of thing that is just like, you're so excited and all of a sudden you're just bored. It's like, what the fuck? I'm starting to feel a lot more instinctive with it, and it's a little bit easier for me to identify those switches. I had one yesterday. Like, I think I was thinking literally about this, because I realized I was getting panicky about like, no, I need to get ahead in music and stuff like that. I'm gonna be so behind because I don't even know how to use like Ableton and whatever and all this shit. And then I also realized, oh, this stress is translating onto my food, because now I'm rushing my food because I think I don't have enough time to actually make food for work and stuff like that. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, that's kind of how I'm feeling. I'm glad I came to a somewhat good conclusion of how I'm feeling, because I despise when I have no idea how to make sense of what I'm feeling, like, in words. If I can't explain how I'm feeling, then it fucking infuriates me. I feel like I'm not, like, fully there with making sense of all of this, but I think we got the majority. So that's what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to stay off my phone where I can. I'm just going to let myself sit in front of my MIDI pad, my computer, and just write and experiment and learn and just everything, and just let things happen as they need to. Try and get rid of all these like expectations in my head, because that's the biggest thing. I can't get rid of the expectations that I place on myself. So yeah, but I think that pretty much covers it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.